Are you still in love with actual guitar cabinets? Today on Riffs, Beards, and Gear, I show you how to run a stereo setup using a Helix Stadium and a Seymour Duncan Powerstage. With the Line 6 Helix just coming out, I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you guys what a properly hooked up stereo rig using the Stadium XL and a Seymour Duncan Powerstage 700 would look like, and thusly what it's going to sound like. And before we go any further, this video is sponsored by Seymour Duncan. Seymour Duncan make my favorite guitar pickups and power amps. All thoughts and opinions are still mine. Now, of course, in front of me, I have the new Helix Stadium XL from Line 6. I also have this lovely Powerstage 700 stereo unit from Seymour Duncan. And to either side of me, I have two vertical 212 Marshall cabinets loaded with warehouse guitar speakers that sound unbelievable. The Invaders are some of my favorite speakers, and we're going to hear them today. So I have here in front of me a regular patch that I used on the Stadium XL video that came out on this channel. And you'll notice that I have a cab block. I'm bypassing this block, all right? We are not using this cab block because we have real cabs. So what we need to do is we need to get the direct amplifier signal out of the Helix into the Seymour Duncan Powerstage 700, and then that will then kick the signal out to each of the guitar cabs, okay? So the first thing we need to do after bypassing the cab block is our routing follows down to the second row, and I have some effects that we'll get to in just a second. But on our output side, currently by default, I'm on my XLR out. Now, it's set to XLR out because if I was going direct, this would make a lot of sense and I would be going straight into an interface, but I don't want to do that. So I'm going to simply click on the output section and I'm going to scroll down and we're going to send these out. We have a couple of different send options. I'm just going to pick send 1 and 2 for ease of use, okay? This means my physical outputs, my signal will be coming out of send 1 and send 2 on the back of the Helix. So next, we need to get the signal out of the Helix to the Seymour Duncan Powerstage 700. How are we going to do that? Are we going to use speaker cables? We are not. We are going to use regular guitar cables for this connection. And this is important. Do not use speaker cables. Use regular 1/4 inch TS guitar cables. And we will be feeding, since this is a stereo situation, remember, left and right, guitar cables going out of send 1 is going to be my left, and send 2 is going to be my right side of the signal. So on the other end of these cables coming from the Helix, I am then going to plug into the front panel of the Duncan Powerstage, okay? So this is left-right connections. 1 is left, 2 is right, okay? Very, very simple. So moving to the back of the Powerstage 700, we're going to be keeping with the left-right theme because again, we are in stereo and we're going to physically hook up the left speaker and the right speaker cabinet, all right? So this is when we need speaker cables to make these physical connections. You do not want to use guitar cables. Speaker cables will be connected 1 to left and 2 to right. And that's it for physical connections. Now it's at this point, we are ready to make some noise, but we're not done yet because we do need to gain stage. However, we need to just make sure we have some sort of sound. So I'm going to give the volume a turn on my guitar. And it's at this point, we are going to start messing with the level of the Powerstage and just see if we have any sound at all. Success. We do have sound, but there's a problem. Did you see it? On the Powerstage, the red LED is turning on. This is important because what we don't want to do is we don't want to hit the Powerstage with too hot of a signal. All right? This is important. We do not want to be clipping. So again, for demonstration purposes, Watch the red LED clip when I play. Now, this is a power amp. We want the power amp to do the work. There's no reason to hit the power stage super, super hot. So I'm still in my output section. And if I was not, I would simply in the Helix, just click on my output section right here on the screen. And I would go to my output, send 1 and 2. And the level control, the second from the left control knob, is where I would trim down and turn down the output physically coming out of the Line 6 Stadium. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to safely put this at about, let's start with 3 dB, minus 3 dB, and let's see if we're still clipping. We are still clipping a little bit, so we need to come down a little more. But that's okay, because we have plenty of volume on the power stage, because again, we want the power amp to do the work, not the Helix. So let's go ahead and turn this down. Let's go 5 dB. And again, let's watch for a clipping indicator. I think we're good. We are no longer clipping. This is extremely important, and gain staging is the key to unlocking all of the potential of the Powerstage 700. Now, we are free to crank this thing up and turn on some effects and have some fun. That's really it. I have gone ahead and mic'd up the cabs with Shure SM7Bs, and yeah, I'm excited to see what this actually sounds like. Let's turn this up a little bit, shall we? Now, my effects in the Helix need to be stereo as well to take advantage of this, which is indicated by these circles, which in this case, I am not. This is important, all right? So I want to go to the stereo section of the Helix, and let's go ahead and select, oh, I don't know. I was really liking that chorus. Let's hit the chorus and see how we feel about this. Let's go ahead and turn on some reverb as well. Cool. Let's add some delay. This is fun. That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. Stereo guitar is super, super sick. And that's it. That's how you do a stereo connection if you want to crank up some actual guitar cabs. It's a lot of fun. I think everyone should do it at some point. And yeah, it's just a couple of cables, a good power amp, and some volume, and you're good to go. If you would like to know more information on anything you have seen in this video, I will link down below in the description. And with that, you've been wonderful. I've been Fluff. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.